Opening face-off against Victoria's Secrets. Missing quite a few players on the bench. Looks like no Alex, no Sarah, no Justin, Chinelli rather, on the bench. So we're gonna have some long shifts to start it off. But let's see. Let's do a little rewind here. Pass across, we have a bit of forechecking pressure, so we've talked about just send it back to your D partner. As long as your D partner is in good position, and what do we say by good position? Just at least be laterally across, not up here. Then that way you can just send it across or send it slightly back, and then you'll buy some time, right, that they need to cover after already coming out this way, and it relieves a little bit of pressure. It gives you a little bit of time. So we've also talked about in the past, maybe we should take advantage of dumping the puck more, maybe early on to tire them out, or doing a little bit of, or chipping it in. Make them work, you know. Everyone's all hyped up on energy on opening shift. So that might be something we want to implement more of. But it's pretty standard stuff going on right here. Ooh. Dave's doing a good job, like, kind of. Oh my god, how is that shot so bad? Oh, I didn't hit. I must have hit something. Anyways, Dave's doing a good job keeping it, like, doing the turnovers. He did have a little panic pass to the blue line earlier, but we're getting the puck a lot, so that's good news. Tip chance right there. Maybe a shot would have been better. I guess also alternatively, I think I would have liked to see. They're kind of getting there. I think optimally I should have skated it even more, like, and then take the shot here rather than back here. And we see some of the Victoria's Secrets walking along, but still none of our... Oh, looks like Alex has finally joined the show. But we know later on, after the shift was... We're going for a change, that Sarah and Chinelli just decided to wait at the door. And poor Hilsden and Fee had to sit on for 5 minutes, so it's only been 2 minutes of the shift so far. So I think one highlight here, you know how we've said if our forwards can angle a player towards the boards, and eventually the D will be able to stop them. Here's a pretty good example. And then just a little rewind here. Fee, rather than pivoting backwards like this, in my opinion, you should just continue forward skating and then ride the wave, right? The surfing method, and it'll be a lot easier for you to get. You see how you become flat-footed pivoting like that rather than continuing with your skates pointing towards the net. So you can just forward skate and put pressure. Okay, let's continue. Still ongoing. There's not going to be a whistle for 5 minutes, so why don't I just keep this clip going the entire time? Why not? Why not? So Ernest is on, Hilsden's still on, Fee still on because Sarah Janelli's still not there. No whistle, no icing. It's now 12:40. They gotta play for another 2.5 minutes here. Almost a goal. Cleared out of the crease by Hillsden. It's so unfortunate we can't see there are two little culprits in the corner here behind the door, standing there menacingly. What the heck, Alex? You had such a... Why couldn't you gather that up? Oh, man. Alright, Ernest goes for the attack. Let's go. Still no whistle. Poor Fee. Poor Hillsden. Dying out there. This girl. Right here might have been a good opportunity to just ice it. Oh, trying to go for a goal. They're still on the ice. Oh, man, this is rough stuff. Definitely could have walked around 3 minutes ago. Liam goes in for attack. Rebound out. Couldn't hold on to it. And I think I just shot it there to get a whistle. Pay attention over here, folks. I hope the camera doesn't turn. Ah, it turned. Here they come. Here they come. 5 minutes after. D-to-D pass to Ernest. Absolutely nobody in front of him. And he does. God damn it, Ernest. What was that? Alright, we're gonna start getting pickier and pickier. So drop pass here by Sarah to Ernest. It doesn't really amount to anything, unfortunately. Here maybe a decent chance, but not quite on the tape. One thing I think Justin needs to implement, and I think a lot of our forwards need to implement. There are two things that should be thought about on offense. Number one is, like I've said before, either you get to that net quick if you're going to be first in. That's option number one. And things that can happen is you're going to be pulling defenders towards you, and that's just going to buy space for the person with the puck and also the third forward in. And then also this, there's just open ice there, and then crowd the crease. Option number two is you need to start cutting towards the middle and get in front body positioning of these players. So that means if you draw dotted lines, you need to get into this zone. So whether that means coming in like this, here comes like, let's go a little bit right here, drop pass. You see how Justin's in a pretty bad spot. Quite frankly, I think it's a pretty bad spot. If he was anywhere here, just a little cut in, Ernest could touch it off. Boom, Justin's already gonna be, all he needs to do is open up, left wing, right, on his forehand, slight turn. This is prime, like you're getting already prime position. By the time he hits that red line, it's gonna be at the start of a really good area to shoot from. Whereas Rewind. And let's just be frank. Focus on Justin. Garbage positioning, garbage positioning, garbage positioning. Okay, getting better, getting better, getting better. And then that's okay. Right? But yeah. Pretty, I have to say, pretty garbage position. Now, with Alex, he's third forward in. I also think he could do better. How would he read it off? Like right here is fine. I would slow it down a bit more. Like his stick positioning's pretty garbage. Because he's showing a target for his backhand. Versus if he opened up a little bit, so almost turned your body this way and get ready for, you can just catch and release or one timer, you know, it's really your choice. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably going to need to be opening up, like skating it in this kind of pattern. That's option one, and slowing down more. So puck's in the corner. It's not really any reason for you to keep driving towards the net. Now we got triple players in the front of the net. No one's covering back here, and then no one's occupying this really area. So again, triangles. We're gonna form some triangles. One forward is going to be probably plenty in front of the net. It would have been better if we got people there faster to begin with, but yeah. And in option 3 is also, once this puck gets fucked into the corner, you could hustle over here to help him out. So right here, actually it did get closed off, so it's also kind of on Ernest to be a little bit more patient with it. But yeah, that's some just being a little picky here. I got a roast little Alex and Justin combo. Come on, all the time in the world. Couldn't get it tape to tape. Couldn't receive it. And then what happened here? Oh, a little slight hook. The opponent put her hand up. Okay, yeah, a little slight hook. She says, "What was that?" Yeah, I can see that. So got away with the penalty there, have to admit. And then pressure on the girl. Hold on, what's going on here? So defensive pressure, that's fine. Closed up. Oh, whoa, what? Oh, okay, so Chanelli leaving the man in front. Oh, big save by Cliff. Bails him out, bails him out. I don't know if this is the play that Ernest was talking about, where he just hucks it up the boards. I think that was fine. It's not a terrible decision. Alex could have been a little quicker with his passing, and it really just requires shoulder checking. It doesn't help that, you know, the center is not there to assist him in this kind of pathway. So if that's not going to happen, probably a chip out, just get it out, is gonna do you some favors. But that, you know, that kind of worked out. Oh, this is the goal. Okay, rewind. Let's rewind. Enjoy it in all its capacity, from ground zero. We get somebody covering not in front. Cliff makes a huge save. Pass up front. No support. Just hucks it out as a Hail Mary. But it works out because Fee gets it after they fumbled it. And then a goal, 5-hole. Learn from 5-hole Dave. And then, yeah, I briefly talked with Fee. They're very kind. I think they could have chased her down, but it was very kind of them to let her do the goal. And she scored on a good goalie. Gabe's a good goalie, so that is our opening goal. kick-started with a big save by Cliff. Unfortunately for Alex, no assist for him because it hits that player in the skate and then off to the races. Boom. And who gets the plus? Alex Justin, Ernest Chanelli. Right after opening face-off, I mean not opening face-off, face-off after Fee scored, Liam almost scores a second goal. Yeah, and here, like another kind of situation where their players were quite kind to not just murder Fee. Small thing, I don't know if it maybe. I think, okay, picking up pucks off the boards is like I think it's one of the hardest skills to do, and probably practice is gonna make perfect on that one. But something I have kind of maybe found helped me is rather than going like this, and she's left-handed, so I think if she went like this rather than like this, so then that way she's going down the boards and then she can put it on her forehand and catch it. Then she's not in like face first into the glass. Maybe, I don't know. This is not my expertise. I don't know how to pick pucks up off the board, so Hilsden is gonna have to shed some light on that. All right, so this one was a little funny play. This guy's clearing it. Ernest stops it, preventing this guy from getting a breakaway. So excellent. He falls down, able to kill the play some more, and I think the only mistake was him tossing it back this way rather than so I think number one is he should have gathered it and protected it as best as he can. Take a look around, so scan left, scan right, and if anyone's going to help him up and call out for it, then he can pass to them, right? Rather than hucking it back and giving them the free puck. So that's kind of a mistake there. And obviously I think his panic was the guy is there to take the puck off of him. But the thing is, let's say this guy pokes it off of him or strips it of him. It's not really going to be a big deal. It's a turnover, but this is just as much as a turnover. So, and they come back into the zone, right? So that's a small mistake. Let's see if there's anything happen. Yeah, that looks pretty scary. Turnover. Pass up to Justin, so they had a second chance and they were successful. But, oh. Strips the puck. Gets blocked. Oh, that's unfortunate. Definitely could have stepped around a little bit, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Off the mark again. Why are we going that way? Another rush shot from far away. Another shot from far away. And I don't think anything happens. Yeah. Let's stop the play here. I got a sequence coming up here defensively. Oh, that's a mistake by me. So one of the things is a little too much focus on making the poke check at the blue line. I've talked about it in the past why I think that's important, but body positioning and skating put myself in a bad positioning where if I messed it up, I'm going the wrong way, I don't have my feet pinned towards the goal, and so this girl was able to get past me and had a scoring opportunity. Now puck loose, a little bouncy pucks going on here, and unfortunately at this point gotta get control of it, look for a good clean pass. Justin's left wing, but unfortunately smacks it to the left wing, and so turn over and then free zone entry back into the zone. So not the result we would be looking for. I think we'd rather try to get firm control, try to look for a pass. If you get stick lifted, and it's not a huge deal, it is what it is. What happened here? Looks like Dave's a little exhausted. Shot. Yeah, if someone was able to tie it up there. So just kind of identifying the players that we need to cover. So Fee as a center, probably need to cover this player right there. So a little bit late, but that's okay. We're able to get it out of the zone here. And now on attack, I think we had a decent attack going on here. Something happened. A little chip up. Lead pass to Dave, I guess, is the attempt. Didn't quite work out. Now we got a big board battle going on in the corner. I know I was trying to aim for Dave's stick, but yeah, as we can see in hindsight, he's getting tied up pretty big time, and same with Justin. And I think in hindsight, definitely had room to skate here and then take a shot off from this area rather than all the way back here and looking for the pass. But hindsight 2020, it's all good. Good puck movement, or at least the attempt there. And they're back the other way. Same mistake. I think either that or he's just too fast. Yeah. I'm too slow. Too slow. Big save by Cliff there. And we get it out of the zone. So defensive attack, some things, some notes to take there. Unfortunately, they go back straight on the attack after that clear, and the D does not get a chance to switch. So they're back in. Oh, terrible. I get deked out again. Shot on net. And yeah, I think ideally having the winger closer to the D to put more pressure on, I mean, it would be ideal, but that's okay. Funny thing right here is look in front of the net. More specifically, Sarah. Watch, watch, watch. Boom! Takes down number 19. I think she might have escaped a tripping penalty there. But let's continue watching and ignoring that. Okay, Alex gets it. Should be able to change. All right. A little comment for Alex. I think this is the part of the game that he's missing. So one weakness we all know is he keeps his head down too much. So, but one thing I want Alex to try to implement more into his game is, you see how he cuts across, which is it's good. I like it. The only problem is he never threatens to be a scoring threat. So he never tries to do this and then take a shot. He never tries to open up and turn towards the net, which I think is a weakness in his game. Definitely something he can work on. There's space right here that he can, boom, turn and shoot. Or if he doesn't like that option, another option is, boom, tight turn back up and then look for a shot that way. So I think that's a general weakness or something that he can try to implement. In any case, almost an opportunity right there for Liam. And I think there's some more fun stuff that happens. So Ernest is back there, stops another lead pass for a potential breakaway, sends it up the boards to Cinelli. Goes for a rather sharp angle shot, goes all the way back around the zone. I think we got a good pass opportunity to reset to Ernest, to Sarah, but he opts to go straight up the middle and intercepted. I guess the attempt was for Cinelli. Didn't quite work out. Alright, let's see. Round 2. Safe pass around the boards. Now I think preference is, rather than doing that, rather than rimming it around the boards, I think my preference for Ernest is take it, then come up, forehand, tape to Dave. Way better than around the boards, because we've talked about in the past, receiving pucks off the boards, it's hard. It's not easy, and sometimes it can hop. So if we can, preference is always going to be tape to tape passes, and then board is more like last resort is rimming it around the boards. You can bounce it off the boards. That's certainly a thing, like you bounce and then they receive it. But last resort is rimming it along the boards. Yeah, I will leave it here. Okay. I didn't quite understand it, but I totally get it now. So Hills then called out to Alex. He said, "Don't stop skating. I'll find you." And just watch Alex. He really does have a change of pace. I didn't really quite see that. So, boom. He has a pace, then he slows down, then he goes back up again, right? So it's like, I don't know what's going on. He steps on the gas, lets go of the gas, steps on the gas. I don't know, his air intake got clogged for a moment there. So it certainly throws you off a little bit on how you're going to pass it to him. You're adjusting for a certain speed, and then they slow down, and then, oh, it's too far ahead, and then that's when they pick it up. So pick a consistent kind of like good level speed, finding those laneways, and it's certainly going to help being able to get the pass to you. This one was pretty funny. It unfortunately happens off screen, but right here the puck squirts out. I thought for sure Hilson was going to pick it up, and then I just cover this guy, but then he said, "Well, Fred," and I was like, "Oh fuck, you're not going for it," and then I was a bit late to that. So that was a bit goofy. Alright, let's see here. Puck up to Sarah. Button hooks. Okay. Back down. Back up. Pass out. Too stationary. Very stationary. You see, that's number one problem. Let's just watch. Yeah. Okay. Right here. Why? Oh, it's just so painful to me. Why did you not just skate it out here and then look for a shot, and then if there's no shot, pass it to Alex? Why is it like, okay, this is fine, pass down, and then here, this is where it's painful. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, right? It's so, just a little bit, just an itty bit of movement, just an itty bit of movement will create some chances. Yeah. Alright, so here comes the attack. Free zone entry. Oh, tries to make a move. This puck gets in the corner. Throws out in front, bounces off some skates. Ernest has a little bit of a tie-up battle with the lady in front. And so whoa, where was our center? Where's our center? Fee! Oh no, 74 left unchecked. What? Hold on, what? Okay, so Fee comes in. Okay, puck in the corner. Definitely should have been Chanelli. So then Fee and Ernest should be net front. That's like, she was on the lady, so she should have just stayed on the lady, but she blows right past, and then now 2-on-1, someone's got to cover 74, right? So shot on net. Liam was there as backup, but obviously his main responsibility should have been 77 and then just coming up to help. And yikes, just yikes all the way around. Like, this is, let me give you a little pause right here. When you have all of your defense on this side of the ice, including the center, and then all of the forwards of the other team in front of them, in front of Cliff, and not a single one of them is covered by our defense. That's a yikes. Disaster. Just a disaster. Alright, this must be the play that Ernest was asking me about, and it was just a fucking disaster. Oh my god, just cooking up pizzas. And he said, what should he have done? And he has no passing options. That's certainly true. That is absolutely 100% true. I can see it. This pass sucks. This pass sucks. This pass sucks. Because of this person, because of this person. Your other best bet, maybe Chanelli, but that really sucks because that's going through the pizza zone. Alright, so we said, well, one of the options he could do is skate it up himself and try to blow past 17. That's an option. So you're trying to find a different angle, right? Rather than doing a pass from where you are right now, maybe if you can get it to here, a lane will open up to Liam. A lane can open up to Fee. Now, one of the things I do like in general when we're in a situation like this, so rather than Ernest coming up like this, like you can see how he did it like that, doing a little J hook like that, I like, so let's rewind. If he did a shoulder check, oh, where do I have time? Maybe not. I don't see anyone that's pretty clear cut to pass to. Then my preference would be actually he skates it to be behind the net and stop up. That's going to give him some time to work with, right? Because the net's going to be a kind of like a body screen. And if anyone's chasing after them, he can just zip back the other way, and that net's just going to slow down the player enough. So that's kind of mistake number one. And he says, oh, shoot, there's a player in front of me. So it's still not too late to salvage this. He can certainly just skate back behind the net, settle it down. If the number 17 chases after him, then he can just leave. And if 19 starts chasing after him, that means something's going to open up for him to pass to Janelli. And that's really going to buy you enough time for the centers to start swooping down low, or wingers going to there, Lou coming down there. And so rather than rushing it, and even so, I think this pass to Liam is certainly the better option here. It looks like you're trying to go for Fee. And so that becomes a disaster. But yeah, certainly I would say that's what you want to try to do. So a couple options you can work with. Alright, so this one, we were giving the refs a bunch of shit for not being offside. Yeah, it's offside. It is offside. So we've talked about the blue line. You make him move. He pulled it out for a brief second. Lou did step across before the puck cross, and yeah, that's unfortunate, but it was offside. And the poor refs are just he's getting fucking shit on by some individuals on our team the whole rest of the night. But it was offside. Alright, so little lead pass up for Lou. He's dead tired. And then, yeah, a hook. Could have been called a penalty shot, but they call it a penalty. I mean, I won't complain. I think it's more fun. Honestly, I think it's more fun to play on the power play. But then Lou obviously doesn't get his chance at the penalty shot. So, pros and cons. But we first get our power play. As usual, let's watch the full thing. Power play. Full 2 minutes. Really, it's a minute 45 because we're good at killing. Oh, did he keep it in? Yes, he did. Throws it at Liam's neck. Oh, strategically tosses it out. Let's see if we got some time. Alright, pass up to Alex. Come on, Alex! Did you bamboozle him again with your speed differential? No, he just became stationary. Okay. Get it in. Okay. Alright, I don't mind that. This zone entry looked weird. Let me... Okay, yeah, I just hit Alex's stick. Alright. I think opportunity right there for Hilton to skate it in. Like, certainly just in the zone like that a little bit, or just wait. I think option 2 is just wait a little bit, maybe work towards that half wall, and then maybe Liam sets up over here, get Alex over. I don't know. Just because it's power play, I think maybe we could have gotten some established zone time first. But let's continue. Hucks it out. Go for a change. So minute has happened. Yeah. Let the other line have a chance on the power play here. Perfectly fine. So we got Lou. Wait, what happened? Oh, there's the puck. Oh. So Ernest has it, passes it up. A little risky pass, but okay. 10 seconds left on the power play. Drop pass to Sarah, bonks it. Lou getting mugged by 3 people for his lunch money. And the worst part is the person has stepped out of the penalty box. Oh, shimmy shaked, big save by Cliff. And Ernest got sold off to Narnia on the fake that way. Boom, and he's gone. Left for dead. And big save by Cliff to keep it tied. Alright, so yeah, I think same thing with Justin. Number one, we're probably forcing the pass too much here into the middle by, like, example by Dave. They're clogging up the middle, but it obviously doesn't help as well when our forwards are in a position where they are behind the players. So number one, like we said, he can drive the net a little bit quicker, so bringing people towards him. He may not necessarily get the puck, but that third forward that can slow in, come in high, there's going to be more space for them. And so let's see, yeah, it's killed, right? So it is what it is. Let's see. Oh no! Wow, big save. Well, how did that happen? Is he just fast? Oh yeah, just foot raced. Save by Cliff one more time. Oh, another rush. What is this? Back and forth. Don't even have time to pause. And puck is lost. Alright, we get a breather. Alright, this shift. Alex is a mega troll. Why? Because he gathers the puck, comes up, sees me coming out towards the middle, and he says, you know what? Let's make your life a little harder and bounce it. Go back the other way that you're just going and almost lose the zone. Oh my god. Why you gotta do this to me, Alex? And the funny part is, so they're going back, I try to poke check, and then I try to stop it, and unfortunately, she kind of runs into me. Did I trip her? I don't remember tripping her. Oops. We have escaped a penalty. And then the other funny part was Sarah's coming up and then she runs into him and they're like, interference, interference, interference. And so the refs were just absolutely getting an earful from our side all night. All night long. And we could argue that we have avoided a few penalties ourselves. A little rush up here, and oh, banana peel for the other team. And famous for this, a big whiff. Oh my goodness, I'm so surprised that the goalie didn't fall over with how powerful that gust was. Alright, normally I would say Fee's doing a little bit of cherry picking, but today I'll give you the little bit of a pass just cause they go for a change. Puck's deep in the zone. Normally we would say we want to start skating back to help out, but at about here Kev gets possession, so Fee starts sneaking up, so I will let her have the pass and not call it cherry picking. And now we find ourselves on a 2-on-1 situation, just off the mark on the pass there, and Liam was able to keep it deep and Fee is able to hold on to it. Alex is coming in. Oh, that's painful. Now, one of the things I think I think he should work on, and it's affecting how many kind of chances he's getting in general, is notice how he always pivots around like this, and he'll do it again a little bit later on. Let's see, and then I'll see does it again like that. And I think one of the things he should try more rather than pivoting is being able to keep your skates pointed forward and then just rip it at the net right away. So rather than pivoting like this, and I guess another part of that equation is he's coming in way too hot. Like maybe it's too fast. If that pass was able to kind of go here and then he skates into it, that's another case, but it almost seems like he overskated it to like here too fast. But hard to say, but he couldn't handle it. Pass down low, and Fee, you could have scored again. Remember, all the girls in co-ed are allowed to score 2 goals. It doesn't matter down or up, but guys can only score once unless you're losing. It's just how the rules are. Shot chance, missed the net. So yeah, I think some thoughts there. 30 seconds left. Let's just continue watching. Puck's out of the zone. Never mind. It's going to be a face-off, and I don't think there's anything happens. Yeah, everyone takes too long. Cool. Alright, let's just watch this whole sequence because it's pretty painful. Absolutely rips a pass across. Ernest couldn't handle it, but he recovers nicely, gets it up to Alex. Justin is over on the right-hand side. Let me do a little rewind. I don't particularly mind it. Yeah, certainly Alex could have passed up to Justin there, but let's continue. I think the moment you don't get that pass, you should just continue get wide. And I think one of the mistakes is skating. Instead of going like that, you just kind of went this way, so your back's turned. It's a little awkward. You need to get width. Otherwise, getting a pass is going to be tough. Collision there. Get it into the zone. Pass down deep. For checking pressure. Ooh, Fee definitely should have continued to put pressure on him. Like, we've hemmed them behind the net. So, I don't know. Shouldn't have peeled off, for sure. Let's keep watching. Yeah, and right here, clears it. So Ernest just misses it. And this ref says no icing. I don't know. Why are we making assumptions is the real question. And as you can see, like, Cliff doesn't have his arm up. Why are we just making assumptions? So just leaves, and I don't know. We can blame the refs all we want, but if there's no whistle coming, this is all on us. Like, it was pretty bad. Like, it not even bothering. Like, there's no video review in the ASHL. What are you gonna do? Complain and they're gonna reverse the goal? I don't know, man. Alright, this one was pretty funny. So Dave's getting hounded by 2, and pretty open lane to the net. Somehow it's just fucking Oh, looks like I'm ready to smoke Justin in the face. Yeah. But the bounce was nice to Sarah, and then Justin almost bangs it home. Like, was it a save or was it missed the net? Big save, yeah. Their goalie's pretty good. It's tough. I think here is an example of a play where everyone's just dead stopped. So Alex is trying to barrel in and gets cut off. And I think what we can try to do to break this next time, you can kind of see how Fee and Liam are a little bit behind the play and are kind of not much momentum coming in, right? And what we could try is looping back around. Well, you know what? Alex's speed is actually okay, but I think the problem are the other forwards, which have become stationary. And if there's a way to kind of like make it go faster, so if we carry a lot of speed coming in, we can just even do a dump or a rim around, and then people can just hound them down. But it only works if all the forwards have some speed. And then part two, like, you don't have to dump it, but Alex could certainly try to chip it himself and then chase after it. At least we can get it deep. Something to try, perhaps, in the future. Alright, this play coming up, Sarah's coming in with speed. Hilson was saying a few things. Maybe I'll redact the words today, but it was pretty funny. Anyways, she's coming in. Head back. There is Justin to drop past to. Certainly a decent option. And then he's left-handed shot. He can definitely carry that on, and then we'll have a pretty solid shooting lane to the net. That's option one. Now, obviously, that's going to be contingent on also Justin calling for it and letting her know that he's there. And then she opts for option number two, sends it across to Liam. It actually does kind of land on his stick, bounces a little bit, so maybe too much airtime on that pass. I don't mind it as much, a little bit forcey, because there's a couple bodies there. Let's see, like there's one defender and plus one more on Liam. But it wasn't terrible. If it landed, it would have been pretty fancy dancy. And that looks scary, but Cliff was able to. That looks scary. Alright, now we're good. Another rush, why not? Let's just watch Liam go for it. Puck lost. Puck deep. Alright, I'll stop it here. Alright, this one was pretty interesting in that they called offside for the other team. That's pretty suspicious. Is it because she lifted her skate up? They were definitely very tight on the offsides. Interesting. We got lucky on that one in the sense that we don't need to play defense, but I guess, damn, Justin, that is so passive. Damn, all the way back in the red line. Alright, we got a play coming up here where we get a power play coming up. So Hilson's coming in and trips on a foot. Let's see. Yeah, and they called that as a penalty. Rough stuff. Unfortunate for that player. In any case, let's watch the power play in action. Alex, I don't know why you're here. The whole goal is to get possession and then work it around. Okay. Hold on. So we get the puck all the way over here and then pass down to Alex. Why is nobody here? Why is nobody here? Why? Why? Why nobody here? Why do we have forwards in the laneway where there are defenders? Where there are defenders? I like to ask that question. Why? Why? And then Alex decides that let's make a hero pass. Let's force it through all that traffic. Why are you not finding a better lane? We are on the power play. Why? Why would you force it? All right, let's continue. Okay. So I recall Hilton saying get it deep. We get it down low. And again, stick lifted, sends it across, and keep it in. Okay, yeah, wait, that's a good play, Justin. I will give you that. Yes, I like that. That is an improvement of old Justin. He used to just camp his ass right in front of the crease. He wanted to shove his butt in the goalie's face. But for once, he steps out. Oh my god, what a play. I mean, it gets blocked, but it like way better than what he used to do. Shot down low, tries for a go for a tip. Okay, fine. Again here, I think Justin, this is going to be, it's such a, I don't know, it's such a free spot. Why do I not take advantage of it? But Fee gets the puck there, tries to send it across. I think he had an opportunity to skate it into this area first and then look for a pass across. But that's fine. And then obviously there's also a pass opportunity to Hillsden there, but certainly this player will make things a little scary. We do get it to Hillsden. Shot on net. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, just because no one's there at the moment. And he had time, so because right, again, power play, right? Find the high quality chances rather than hucking pucks to the net. If it needs to be just delayed a little bit so we have time for people to get in front of the net, get in the laneway, or get into like one-timer spots, maybe that would be preferred. And then right, so gets sent out. But this power play is better than our previous ones. I will. Oh, what the fuck, Alex? Oh, brutal. Oh no, that's a brutal one. Okay, so this is a byproduct of not paying attention to your other teammates. Like, you can see how never look at each other, and so it results in, right, if you're always looking at Hillsden and never shoulder checking, oh, now we got a collision course that we are best friends forever and holding hands. But I'll say this power play is, what is going on? Is this synchronized skating? Like clearly, okay, Justin should be going this way, Alex should be going this way, right? Left wing, right wing. So that is probably a Justin problem right there. Let's continue. 15 seconds left on this power play. Probably won't have much result of it, but let's just see. Dave to Sarah. Sarah just shot, gets blocked. Oh, 74 come. Oh my! What is? Like, that looked really terrible, but it resulted in a pretty dangerous chance. Like, skips, tips, hops, bounce, backhand. Oh my goodness. I don't know how that worked, but it was something. And then now we're on a 2-on-1. Okay. Oh, that is a penalty, right? Hook. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's probably unfortunate, but Sarah gets called for penalty there, is it? Or no? Yeah. Penalty. Damn. And now we get a PK. Let's see the fun PK. Fee has to play the entire time. Sends it across. Definitely not the play. So, Ernest, you have time. Hold on to it. Skate it behind the net if you want to, or you can just open up and throw it down. This is not the play. Kill the time. Just pin it against the boards if you want to. Now you just gave them a free turnover. And then now they got the puck. Shot on net. Blocked by Fee. Whoa, big play, big play, big play. Alright. Now Liam carries it in. Shot on net. I don't mind it. Kill some time. Do. Uh-oh. Okay. I don't mind it. It's not the worst play. One of the things you can consider is getting it behind the net again with this person following you. Just kill some time. However, if you're not confident with someone chasing after you, it's not the worst play, but obviously it can result in a turnover where they skate it in. So it can be a little scary on the PK, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. Okay, good forechecking pressure. Now they're coming into the zone. Their number 77 is a stronger player. Oh my god. What happened there? Okay, so Ernest tries to stop 19. That's fine. Battling with 17. He's getting outmanned. Liam definitely should have been helping out in slot. How did Fee end up there? Hold on. Oh, I see. I guess that's fine. And then we got a statue mascot out there. What is that? Okay, just what? What the fuck? What was that? The best part is Hilson's going nuts on the bench too about that too. Words being said, redacted. But justified reactions perhaps, my goodness. And then he draws a penalty. Alright, what did he do here? Skates up, hook on the hand. Oh, I see. Oh, slash. Ooh, big slash. My goodness, what the heck? That's a penalty on 17. Who did they call to the bench? Oh, it wasn't even, they called it on 19, but it was 17. Funny stuff. Alright, so I told Kev I'm going to head up, but I think maybe we could have used him up. I don't know, hard to say. Again, same thing. What is Alex doing up there? Get your butt up there. Alright, pass across. Now, I have to admit I am disappointed that I did not see Sarah here. Definitely the A+ play, like the #1 passing option right here. She's completely unguarded. But I saw Alex, he was in front, and if he had more power on it, maybe that was a good chance. Anyways, let's watch the power play in action. I have to admit, how is it possible that I was the first one in deep in the zone? I started it up further back than our forwards, which are at the blue line. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Tisk tisk. Oh, bouncy puck. Another chance. Was it tipped? Did it miss? Hit some players. I would say this power play is not as good as our first one. Our puck movement is not great. Alex, I'd say, is still on the huck shit at the net. We're still, oh, it's not just Alex. We're in a power play. I think we should be moving the puck around and finding better lanes. We are certainly in the mode of huck shit at the net and see what sticks. Not my favorite, but let's continue. We got a pulled player, and we'll go for a couple changes. Let's see what we could do better. Here we go. Same thing for me. Huck shit at the net and see what sticks. Definitely the wrong play. Definitely the wrong play. Whereas this looks pretty juicy. Mistakes were made. And then, unfortunately, trying to get in front of the net for a screen or a tip gets hit on my shin guards, I think, or my stick, but Sarah was able to get it. Hits a shin guard, and then, oh, Hillsden misses the net wide. That's unfortunate as well. Here comes Justin coming into the zone. Circles around, shot, save. Pass out to Justin. There we go. I like this movement way better. This is things we haven't seen before. A little cross over, walk towards the middle, right? At least threaten the center laneway for a shot, tips, or whatever. Whereas the other player starts opening up, and I think Sarah could certainly have stayed on that half wall and then ended up here as players are moving across. Moving down, and then boom, perfect bumper-ish position for a shot opportunity. Saved by the goalie. Let's keep going. Let's make comments as we keep on going. 6v4. Face-off win by Sarah. Pass down to Ernest. Oh, couldn't quite handle it. That's okay. Passing across. What the fuck? What happened? Was it just a bad pass? Was it just Justin couldn't handle it? I can't tell. But that sucks. Kept in the zone. shot, triple screen. Oh, right in the chest. Unfortunate. Alright. Let's continue. Couple seconds left. Justin's comes barreling down. Gets stopped. Oh, that's unfortunate. Sends it back down low. Sarah gets it. Hilson's got it. Trying to. Oh, stopped. Justin tries to keep it in. Oh my god, scrambly. Oh no, disaster. This is just disaster. Back in again. Shot, save. I don't know what's going on. Puck's cleared. I think that's it, basically. Oh. Is that it? That's it. Game over. 2-1. Yeah, I think it's a good game. I think we probably complained to the refs a bit too much. Because we certainly got away with a few calls ourselves. And certainly, I personally don't think we lost because of the refs. Like, we definitely did not play a very good game. The power play was interesting. I think we are better than our past power plays, but certainly something we can work on. Yeah. Cool. That's the game. 2-1 loss.